Welcome to Ekasi Untold Stories. Real legend, real stories, Ekasi born. My name is Chadide Mingros, Minga. It depends on what pizza mom, but yeah, I'm your host today, and I give Liwani. On my side, it's where Teko. Teko, please introduce yourself, bro.
Welcome to Ekasi podcast. This is your host, Teko Monaisa, #Adibache. Jaga my co-host Abile Chale, since re le tshepisitse a hot topic e re tshwereng re bua ka di-bottle girls, because ho tletse di-speculations tse dingata ka di-bottle girls hore batho ba ke di-prostitute, ba bang batho ba re ba hasela. So re le tshwaretse OC o na le experience mo industry ena, and re bua ka brand ba mitsa brand di tshwemitsang ba di sister accord. Sister Kona, welcome to Ekasi podcast.
Hi Teko, thank you for welcoming me so well for your podcast. Hi Chadi.
Hi. The guy. So Akona, tell us about Akona the brand. Who are you? What's that little guy? Just tell us about you.
Oh well, Kina Kona, born and raised in West Rand.
Okay.
Kina school mo Randfontein Primary, furthered my studies, school Randfontein High.
Okay.
Went to beauty school to study somatology. Didn't feel the need to market myself that much, so I ventured into other things.
Okay. So Akona, there's this thing edong Korea float I don't know kere mokasi or momakasi nga ona about bottle girls. So can you tell us a bit more about you being a bottle girl? How did you get into the industry? What is the industry moena? And where do you see yourself in this industry?
Okay. Well, I started being a bottle girl in 2022, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I started as a host. Really, nekile MC, khale hona re phanda, mara like MC abuna chelete that much. You don't get gigs if you don't hustle for them.
Okay.
So I figured that's just not me. And then I ventured into being a host because I have a huge following on the socials. And leone ya khathatsa man, because batho ba sokodisa ka payment. They don't patela ka majwa. So nje, and then came this concept. Boss ya ka ya expand ko ne ke hosta ko teng. Kana le VIP section. So VIP section needs section ya batho ba reka mojwala at a certain amount. Maybe let me say 3 bottles and above. If there's 3 bottles and above, it means they're spending like enough to be in that section. If like so it came, he made a concept. I gave him this concept. Oh no, actually, let's deliver the bottles to the table. It's been happening, but it's in moligation. So I brought that concept to moligation. Yeah, and then that's how I started.
Okay, sister Kona Karu. So wena mukasi, wena fela influencer. Exactly.
No, mangatanyana, but nna segolo sa teng.
Kwena executive.
Too much.
Okay, sister Kona. Kopa o blele di viewers gore bottle girl mo seditsa bona sharp ke eng.
So basically asking me to give you the job description.
Yes.
Okay, so bottle girl, mosebetsi thing very simple. You just take the bottle from the bar to the table that you're serving, and that's it. Why light for that 5 seconds, get there, you smile, you enhance the table, basically. That's what you're doing. And then you influence the next table to buy more bottles than the other table that you just delivered to. Because we're young girls, slim fit, looking the part, and we are about to post the content to come on. So, yesterday we had fun. So imagine all these pretty faces, makeup done, dress code on your section. Keep up.
Okay, Luna sharp likisa bontate ba ludete laso.
Are ba tlisi ba lekela go.
Oba ba thola nna. No, akere le ba okay la ba influence. Akere ba le tsotsela ba tlo dula ba tla kere go bone.
Akere ya no ba tlo bona bo Akona this week. Re change na di shift pela go di bottle geleng. I'm not going to work every week. Like go ke ba reka nteng 6. This week go bereka this 3, next week go bereka 3, and the outfit they are alternating.
Okay.
Every time you see the videos that they promote the place with, you see banyana ba nice. When you khotana go ereke o nagana le chance, and that's not part of our job.
Okay, sister. So
to entertain.
Okay, so to be a bottle girl, gona le dress code, a particular dress code.
I think we make the dress
in most
code
cases,
ourselves.
they bona ba villa that. Maybe else but wa managana maybe go na le go prostituting yana bo etsagalang under carpet.
Wait till bagolo ba yang. Once you wear short things, it's kwa bone ke go rekisa. But they don't understand. We didn't grow up in the same generation. Dilo dia evolve. You understand? Ka jo kwa bona ke apere yang. Mara ke go msebetsing ka sapare so. Ke winter mara ka nne re qepetse because it's part of our job description.
Ngwana.
You understand? Yes. Ase gore ka rekisa no.
Yeah.
If you want to look nice and appealing and influential, you must be short. And wearing short stuff doesn't mean you're selling.
So, are there any challenges that you experience in your type of industry? Serious?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us more about that.
Thing.
Okay.
Like there's situations where you meet these big ballers.
Yeah.
The people with money, they give you an offer. Get a malwena today. To go for 20,000.
Come intoxication area.
Kata kwa ke mo
Take it away. No intoxication.
Ele mo takhile bona.
Sure.
Wena wa bona go 20,000 nka ga le bota. Ka ne ke ga le bota na mama go tlo thula. Never really understand.
Yeah.
So we faced with such libo batho ba saying I respect because I'm at work, I'm wearing something short. You feel like you own me. You feel like you because I work at that certain establishment. And that's not part of my job. Basically, deliver, I go back to my workstation and that's it.
So someone's spanking you, how do you handle that? How do you
I
deal with that?
boss, I can address her because I can't retaliate. I'm at work. I have to be trained to deal with such situations. I can't just say,
yeah, no, I get
yes,
it.
I say whatever. No, I have to go and address and then I look and not boss, I consider it. If you do that, they can even take you out.
But does that actually happen? Like
each
they
and
actually
every
go to the person?
establishment I've worked at.
Yeah.
They consider it. They consider our feelings and they consider our safety because they don't know. You understand?
Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. No, nega it's I don't know what to say about the industry. It's a very interesting industry to be in.
But very risky.
Very risky.
Yes.
We can't deny the fact that it's risky.
Yeah.
But it's a very intriguing industry to be in. Like, you just mentioned that you have a huge following. When did that happen? Did it happen before you became a bottle girl, or did you develop followers before? Like, can you tell me more about that?
About my following?
Yes.
No, I made myself.
You made yourself
I
before?
I faked it till I made it.
Yeah.
Nna ke gotse ke ngwanyana mabase ke mme ba shimane
Yeah.
So and then I started seeing that I must not follow trend, I must set them. So now they following me. If you get what I'm trying to say.
No.
Angata ka jeko ke apere direction tse pink ba tlo ntext ba le 10 ba re ke bukae. If you get what I'm trying to say. Angata ke kentse weave ba tlo botsa, and that's where my other businesses came from. Gore ke rekise diaparo because I know I have influence.
Yeah.
Kamoso nka kry di order tse 10 tsa ntwe ne ke apere just by posting.
So when you're working there, do you always like post on your Instagram pages,
like my
on
work?
your socials? Yeah.
No, there's group chats that we enter, like study promotion. If you're doing this job, you're bottle girl, it's not where it ends. Promotion, promote sunlight, and I can't say it's 700. Sorry to like say, maybe I can maybe for 700 for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's just to go shop right. I'm like you can test this. Robert say like you get different gigs and plagana. You understand? Yes.
Okay, by the way, guys, Renale, our audience, I don't know if there's a question someone about in the back. My question about ladies and gentlemen.
How do
How do you deal with hate from social media?
Oh, the question is, how do you deal with hate from social media?
No, I've received a lot of hate from social media. In the sense that I'm growing, and it means being recognized, because you can't hate someone that you don't recognize, and it means I'm bringing influence to your life, because so you're just questioning yourself, why am I not there and she's there? Like her. So I pressure to be a better person or try and be where I am.
So
I block out negativity.
So it doesn't get to you at all.
It doesn't. It gets to me when I'm alone at home.
Yeah.
And that's really true.
And you just
and
put on
then
your face, so
nice.
Yeah.
I block it out.
Yeah,
Because negativity won't bring you anything but put you down.
Yeah, truth. And after to like negativity is always there. You just have to deal with it. Audience thing when I'm questioning. Next question, please.
No, ne ke batla go itse gore mosebetsi wa gago wa di kry di-TP and then ke bokae nkile wa kry le gore it's
The most.
yeah the most.
Okay. Before you answer that question, let me just repeat the question. The question is, mosebetsi o le mone wa di kry di-TP and what is the most tip that you've ever gotten?
I didn't like it.
Oh, okay. Wabo bottle gay.
Wabo bottle gay.
Wabo bottle
As
gay.
a bottle girl, the most that I've gotten,
Yeah.
like left the place with, excluding my pay, get 3,000, and that's like 2 weeks ago. Hey, take it like couch one.
Yes, good. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Like 3,000 J. Medicationing doesn't
Yeah.
have to be anything fancy.
Yeah.
No. Like tip.
Okay, knowing the level, the highest level at GBV in this country.
Yes.
Mosebetsi o lo etsang, ne, re calculate the risk. You go to the private sessions, the private. Hona le batho ba lo diete ba re le di private.
Okay.
So private sessions then setsa ba tlo tsamaya lona ka nkane ba etsa ditse ba di etsang. So go feel safe. Ke di guarantees tse bona tsone go a etsa mosebetsi le ha o risky o tlo ba safe.
And then please rephrase what you're saying. What are private sessions? I've never found myself in a situation of private session.
Okay, I can know there are rumors or bottle girls
Exactly,
after
that's what I wanted.
yeah. No, I can get you so thank you for clarifying. So the rumors in bottle girls have to mo gona di private sessions. Maybe
Is it?
yeah, for an example, let's go papong, re be kere le go Santini, go oko kwacho. Maybe na chicken day oko kwacho, okonko, wa bona. So okonko lo dete, so okonko ba tlo bona lwana ka first. So ne ke re wena o shebile mosebetsi bottle girls how too risky for lona batho bona.
It's a magadi morals. Mosebetsi o tsama ka di morals because when you get to work you're told this is what you're supposed to do. You get to work, you are dropped back off at home. Khorofa mang number and what you do outside of work, it means you'll take full responsibility of what will happen to you. It's not the establishment's problem. If one can, I'm not saying the establishment doesn't care, but establishment don't feel a rule. For you to live outside of that rule is totally up to you. It's a private session. I've heard them like speculations before. Hey, banyana ba tsama le di big baller, banyana le 20,000. Like I said before, it's totally up to a person and key character to you. I wouldn't up and live with a stranger. I never blame justice for a con.
Nkala yo go kamela le blow, mongala
ba bona go inkana mess fit.
Yo. Go se ne re tshomtsago. Tshomtsago ke tsamfela.
But God forbid.
Okay sister Kona. Mosebetsi o lo etsang as bottle girls, ne? Letsa as a career. A ke bekala mo jakas o go mogherozo.
It's not something full term because when I reach a certain age, I'm not going to do this anymore.
So here's the question. Mogherezo o, mophando o, lo eletsa for go papa go tafeleng or to maintain your lavish lifestyle.
Na lavish lifestyle, like ke fake. So no, I know all my corners around it. I know how to be a baddie on a budget.
Sure.
You know, guys, we do kapere bokae mara ke tlo khaela. So it can't be to maintain my lifestyle, but to afford certain things in life. Ke khone go ya go Clicks ke sa maina di grocery 70 rand payla like we afford. It's about affordability because they are very established.
Okay.
Yes, my brother is well off. Berkako mining, uswaka ke nese. I would talk about brainer making. My mom is a retired sister, so income na get it yaga.
Okay. Wait, take a man.
So what advice would you give to some girl out there o leng gore o batla go tsena into this industry?
I would say to that girl, which camera should I look into?
Any camera.
So I would say to that girl, don't be gullible in this industry.
Yeah.
Don't be tempted by small stuff because if you can work for such long hours for whatever pay it is, you can make that 20,000 or maybe double it. Or you can meet people that will uplift you to a point where you can rub shoulders with the right people. So do it, but do it for the right reasons. Uskaba tempted. Usaking your guitar. Do it because you're passionate.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So
That's
Jaka
what I
already do it and do it for the right reasons. Meaning you've noticed or you've seen people by more business in AO but for the wrong reasons.
I think there are girls that get swallowed.
Yeah.
Get in that.
So it can swallow you. It can swallow you.
Yeah. I did it because you would do the job properly.
Yeah.
I didn't think I wanted to do it. Really nice after that's it. But now I figured a way to rub shoulders with the right people. Company no, let's talk. And then one blagger, and then I know where I'm sourcing my hair, but I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
Because I know him personally. Understand? So babang easy way out. 20,000 Ara 20,000 king. Ara pay bereke like it. Ara fena 20,000 kikwala makroai. So understand. And then unna shallow. That's how you become shallow. You don't care anymore. Kotla ba 20. Snimming ba 20 ba sa go bona you won out. Kotla ba 5. Already dumela ke 5. And then that's how you depreciate. Even at your workplace ba bona go ai. Yeah.
If you get what I'm trying to say. I get what you're saying. So whenever let's say motto I got 50K for you. 50K if you can just live with me. It's in your account. You never get tempted by such.
No, I wouldn't get tempted.
Sure.
My first 20,000 I got it from my mom.
Okay.
And straight into my account. So I get so okay. Like you can like I feel to retire. So what was 50,000 from a man? It's what like 50,000 afanan guy isn't it blood money? What did it take for my mom?
I love what you think. Yeah.
What did it take for my mom to give me that 20? You understand?
Yeah, no,
she had
I
to work for how many ever years she worked. I retired. Even now when I'm but now we live comfortably. So you understand? 50,000 no, I give like I don't deserve it. So what if keep that man
Okay, no,
I think Tico has a question.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, you can.
Yeah, what's a question? What is your take on this one? When about let's go family background of financially stable.
Not always, but
Okay. By the way, how old were you? Now go to 20,000.
How old was I? Wasn't it like last year? And then I got my first 10K for high school.
High school?
Yes.
Oh,
In Gaba, we tell how December. I grew up in a large family, and they taught me that whatever you get, it means you are deserving of it. You understand? And no one owes you anything. Every day. I get civil engineering.
Okay.
Yes, so please tell me why you need the 300, how is it gonna help you, and what. So you understand how background that 10,000 was to see who the mindset how the guy. Yes.
So I thought about the time as an about 10K and if you are going
10K going to let high school. If
you know one, Muguto was spare Caladaso in so that but advantage. My aunt was going to go to Papa, but that. So my question, we know man, mama kishing. There's this thing about it's a mavos.
Okay.
Ayo na mavoso. Kuna machita mangata. Bamba ko ditronko mi. Bamba ko mabitli like bable ba tlhoka fetsa bona. Bamba I play. Because of bana ba mavoso wa motshwara chale. Tsamale ene ngwanyana no kopanile ne ko yona event ya di-boarding girls. O misa kontlu. A le kena kontlu nga o monate le thebelane. o go bone fela o phadile replay nya le bwana ke re itshosa ke la replay ya wa shot kone o tsaka wa shot ko mna a phakela di OCD yo a kena a tla nna tsamaye a buti ke re ke ntshong
ke go bona
about 30 rand on tsaya wena 50,000 go tshwanisetsa rate. So I get to that thing yetsa machita mbetona machita cheselang go gare ba go tronko because of such things. So what is your take go banyane ba yona ba le go ba jolla tlala go ba pela tlala a ditse ba etsa mavuso o kare ke a ditse le bitsa eng.
I think this thing Yamavuso, it's something that's going on and it's real, guys. You can't take a woman from Groover Strange. You're not gonna expect the next going. No, it's right. We're no more sepilling. Empty.
Sure.
It's something that's going on. We can't justify it. I can't say they are wrong. They are not. Basically, look at matshwane di ya gage. Ke re lile le stranger. O sa itse. O nagana gore nah, this one is someone I'm supposed to go with. You know, it's something that always happens, just like you saying it.
Okay, basically
I also have a friend that's in that situation now. Like now.
A male friend?
A male or a female?
A girlfriend.
Oh,
a girlfriend.
Okay. She left with someone that I know, that I used to serve. No guy, or maybe I think almost in this child that I reverse. Understand? Now girl high grade. Now we look up like in Yamushimalika Mapuris. So now guy is panicking.
No.
So you understand how the guy we can some situation in.
Yes.
And now it's gonna be a long
and this thing will share in a advantage and disadvantage in it. Konale bana ba weak. And bana bana aggressive. Maybe on threatening a false rape. Bana ba mablaba side. Bana di leader ko tsetswana so tabaya ya mavuso ke ntweng man ka me scraping yana man.
I don't think we have to scrap it out. I think it needs to be legalized.
Legalized?
Yes. Because I can't tell stranger. I think prostitution is a thing.
It's a thing?
Yes.
Yo.
I can know what's it.
Wow.
You don't know her agenda.
Wow.
That's a job.
Bashiman, zipantu. Avoid banyana ba go dithabele ikele ka sitsa go osimba zipa. Cause 15 minutes early. E ka go blaza 15 years ago tronko. So ba fet, tsonko.
Yeah, that's the advice I have to guys. Yeah. If you see something that you think belongs to you, what very good you bonus. Stay away from girls.
Okay. So akona ba fet go ba netene go go le jita go thata mo country. Ha o sa span. O ithola skare sa kwa tu ba.
Yeah.
Like no, you guys tend to lie to girls. Like,
okay. Some guys, not you guys, some guys.
Some guys. Actually, this one is taking me for a ride. I get chakile akona cause why it's akona we pandela go le java or go flaning go habereka or go gravity hello host. I understand. Ka Tuesday debate tsa ke di akena ke ba ke establishment e prevalent. Ka Tuesday debate tsa ka tse 3 di akena. 3 ka week. Tsaka.
Omo.
Ke go ka Wednesday I want to see I get one time go Tuesday ki teke ki je monate. Wednesday a re nchakele. Akona ke ya no nga gape. Le go tla ish ka je go ri jela tsa go ntlong ga shaka plate. Akona ba re ke KFC what. Na no ke tlo di bala se tlo dlala ka nna ka di bala di KFC tseo. Ke ntse ke reka di KFC di Corona le di Hennessy le ja go go mo. O re a go na gitara ke tla ka gitara. Ba ke na ba go tshike.
Sorry.
Rape. It's a kankani or gender-based violence. Some girls are heartless.
Yeah,
aba go diswa sharp. You understand? If you go try bereketseng motho mo high deserve.
Yeah.
You understand? So it can put you in hot water. Gona ba khona go accept defeat moshima dlale ka wena. Dlale ka wena go betshitse. O feel go moshima wena nkekela di cow. I've dated guys with money but I'm not enticed. If they leave, they leave. Banga netse ba tsama ai gore ne ke go khapile go Gucci store le mpone ko Facebook sharp Gucci ya.
O le go something
Like ngilabo ngilo spend abo beke ko no.
So
I understand.
So I'm sorry to interject.
Yeah.
So Mavoso legalized Oh,
That's what I think.
That's a huge
No,
statement.
Just to avoid a lot of things. You're not understanding me.
Yeah.
Highly legalized. It's something you know that you must stay away from. If you can't afford it, you're gonna stay away from it.
Wow.
Nka se ke wa re a khona re tsamaya. Ampona ke ngamathelisite weave ya 30 inch.
Ngwana.
But you have to bear in mind, like, speaking of a week, the most guys don't even know, the 30 inch, it costs this much. Do you know that some guys, they just see a week? I'm just being honest. Yeah. I'm just being
you can see
honest.
something that's
Yeah.
not in your league. To be honest. Waiting try some more league in your shema and
Yeah.
so when now o tla konna o a ke tla wa berisa replay ja ka te fabi
Yeah.
ka wa bere replay o ntse register go fa le fa lo itjela ka
And you are gonna go.
eh
Yeah,
ke
sure.
ditse le ditšhomi tsa go tsena le ntšha ke tsantse re kileng di NS
Yeah.
a khona re man o wa kenega a 1.5 ya tswafa e ke ra sepele a ra tsama a ke nna ke tlhagile butwana you're not paying attention to what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Maybe ke apere mosla costa ke tlhagile butu ra complimentana ke lo
Yeah.
phakela no ga ke tsoga setse ke re a ke go bone le tafole ya
Yes, girl.
so go ga ke ga mang wena ke re anong wena o tlile ka itshutela go tshile le rona ke ga ga tumela go le rona shabo ke ndu mixet setse go mixi tšhomi ya go iwane ke ene e tla be ka ice tropics ka khona nne ka go no re kile
Madalasa e.
o wa di ice tropics ke tsamale o boqakege. That's why I'm saying it must be legalized so you know what you can stay from away from like ke go bolella gore oh tšhomi Charlie go batla ga mafoso treta o bore ingehlise boza yami re ke o requested so high you're not implicated in anything. You are safe, you are free from going to jail for something that you didn't do or you didn't know that you're getting yourself into if you are yes.
So let's say Mavuso would be legalized. When according to you, what would be the standard rate? Like waiting Mavuso startamo for one night. What would be the
Chelete ka e berekele ne ka
yeah?
So I wouldn't put a price on Mavuso. I can't see effort but demand Mavuso a million. I can't see. Like honestly, if I could work for 3K for 6-7 hours, then maybe it must be more. The tips at 3,000 excluding my pay. Pela basic ya potri again. We don't do much. Basic ya 1,000 rand. If I work 3 days in a weekend, can I 3,000? It exai fulelwa nke ya ba ke ya ko tafle.
Okay, so let's say for example, Ospanne grant to kopane le whoever and then whoever a fitla kwa fitlang teng le mo situation ya Mavuso then whoever
Okay,
let's just say
As a bottle girl.
no okay as a bottle girl. I'm not saying you're doing it but just trying to like I'm trying to get your point of view.
If you are in
Sure.
that situation.
So let's say if you were in this situation, and then okay fine, everything went well. I stopped and then the fitla went down ke Mavuso situation. And then alle mo Mavuso situation guy I go toilet a re kaka mpeso. Mantol. Mpeso. I faint. And then you get there. Obvious motho is king. In it. Mantol. Ovara. Hey. So
And I can't go on ole mo ngwana.
yeah. So my question is how se to ka motho yalo e tsang yalo and then phakela tshwanetse via how much would you say Mavuso
I think Mavuso is something that's discussed before you guys even go to
Before?
bed. Yes. I wouldn't say I did. Hey, why I was in
most cases le taba Mavuso it's tlhagiswa
Not
phakela.
even.
Serious?
Not even.
Ya discuss wa pele.
You agree on whatever that you want. I am explaining according to the situation that you know. She said they were speaking about 3,000. This guy sent 3,000 bank notification. It didn't reflect into her account. I think I would revisit the payment day. sharp shoot. So now we send delay before that way. I can't send the whole carry. I know what I'm getting myself into. We agreed on 3,000. It's already in my account. I read what we have to do, and then I have to leave. That's it.
Okay. So, Akit.
So leave before. I get example. I can't say the establishment name.
Yeah.
A certain establishments, more south. Banyana bako, they are known. You don't just leave with them. Anka so tsamele ngwana go blacking e re tsamaya nka di kai because if you leave with her, you know what you're getting yourself into. Ba khona o ibitsa 10,000
batho ba tla tronko mo
the nightclub ba khona o bella go ya batla and there are guys that are gullible. Actually, I have this 15. I want to enjoy the tender premium pela di batla distress. You lost the tender. Yeah, 29 million or 200 and million. You still have area 13 million.
Okay.
Or you win it.
Re ke botsa se sa khona ka itse gona le batho ba bang ba nyana ba batla phela life ga gago. But ba itse go tšhelete we cry.
Okay.
So go bona le influence social media lona itse change le dilo. Then
because we khona go bua market, khona go kena le gutsubela ke sina.
And poverty lona contributor to the predicament le basadi ba ifisa a gona mosadi o batla ntlala yes ka bona le gana no le you want to be paid for jola se re bona like mo pecho yeah girlfriend la was o compulsory ba tla but king a shebile ke ngwana ka encourage banyana ba bang gore di le nyama vosman it's wrong naga why not ba legalize ne no ka bo ke ke ntho go banyana ba encourage ba tswe ko disting ya bo mavoso because some people ba kira ba tronkong for ditse di go
I think banyana tlamle ba kene sekolo. They want to skip certain steps. Una go na step isa go phela success.
And bona re tsa bo ditlhako
and I can bala ditlo
tapa we motho a gone tsa tapa we
wanya nna le ditlo ke tlo mo fa plug ke re ke tsi skoti sa kae wena go re ko skoti nna ke mang kampona nna no ga ke tlhaga ke no estropes ko le java o itse go ke re ke le kae estropes a ke mata juba ke ntshitse di weave ke tsone di plastic tse dintso a gona go pompona a nke le mpona ke post le di customer tsa ka bo happy client because batho bana le di pride ke
botshon sister khona re le qala ga qaleng yanskela
because we not scared in school
if I let you do botshon Bashiman ba tlo betsa ka dikota o tlo taka kota o tlo koteko le go fa kotanyane ya ma ondo le deliver o bo itsiwa ge tsongo to bona botshon itsokele poverty ya ko magaeng a lona simple itsokele poverty ya ko magaeng a lona.
That's what I wanted to say, Teko. Like, that's why I'm content with everything that's happening in my life because so koloka it's very to school the sheriff the school fees ditli le di batla go tsa di phala phela di a bala ke ga di fetso bala papa go tlonna pressure at that moment gore ish e re ke ntshe ele ne ke betse go sedisa koloi ke tla bona senene ke patele school fees sala because he wanted what's best for all of us ro ro tle go ga e ke motivation la gona motho sa tla fecha you understand if you understand so no gona le matsatsi fitle re dule motsegare nna mama kana itshuna tin fish ka je go re ja as sineng ke ntse di carrot sineng re ja ka macaroni ke lo bo I change di tail ne re na le matsatsi ya stamp like ne gona le menu go gae that's how I came content le tla go gae no ya na nka le no a re ditse la ka bitsa McDonald's ya tla
ngwana
akho beta ngwana
or ka ba binetsa go gae
brand
they know because they were part of making me a brand because they believed in me. When I didn't believe in myself, especially manager, I don't want to lie. Those times, like social media was negative towards me. I want to retaliate towards this. I don't know, you're a brand, you can't.
I cannot tell it, but you're becoming emotional.
There's certain things you can engage in, there's certain things that you can't. Understand? Because outside akona fela, akona wako ariches, akona wa host to know.
You have made a name for yourself.
Yes. So Come also for more, don't look at Facebook, would you nobody?
By the way,
you're not there anymore. You can't sit there at the bottom of the food chain and say, no, Galwana. Ki rasa ko Facebook te ko ari di bottle gele ki mo ma khosa tla make repost te ke te ko eating no you're not about that. Wait for that invite to the podcast and justify yourself.
Yes, girl.
Like now. No, you have a better perspective of being a bottle girl if one can hide. I don't wanna lie, not sure you motivate kale ke trend. Be there for the worst reasons I've trended.
No, IQ ya ka bontsha o tswa motivation. Ka se capacity. Asa go thuto la go pha. Ke di levels.
No man, I didn't know there's certain things you need to block out.
Yeah.
And as we get to block out, defensive.
Yeah, but
consider
like
the fact that growing up skinny, you have to protect yourself. Like society. Ya no ba go bitsa matara eng.
ba go moka plus batho ba
So I grew up having to defend myself. But I learned that I don't have to defend myself. My work will speak for itself.
And I know it's social media ya gona le diphologolo ke shoka go isa
fake account.
But you don't entertain such people. No one khale ba betsa ka di fake account go se bua thata go Facebook.
You are
not bisa ope. Ana ba tele validation yo batho ba mo la iphelela ba go dula ditse ba fet. Social media ke na ka di data tsa rona le di phone tsa rona.
Wi-Fi.
It's a bit like an iPhone. Ba ke kana ka yona
you understand? So yeah, nje ke feel gore but bana negative impact towards one's life. If Teko is doing well, that's when you receive backlash.
Yeah, but your circle of your friends and you mention you are not dumela and ke bona emotional ne. Kopa blela batho. Kona di chomi tse re encourage ga di tsegone. Ke nana ka tloga di tsetsile mo tseleng. Like on le chomi ya kopana di bua ka butshwala re tsa re buka something se constructive se tla bang dijo mo tafula bona. So kopa kwa viewers. So ngo di chomi tse sa go age. Chomi ka nne go age. Yes, I will teach you the Tolwana, the Chonda Conan, Honako Cabanagote. Yeah, it's a hand, Honale Moleko Moyana, and Dula Rivana, Markemakalawa, come on. Yeah, so the way you have to make some the shop.
Even if you don't go to the same place, like what I want to address, but negative to a point of why say the man guy, why how you go? I see you, but the person that they are addressing is actually not bothered because Enufila no, she's doing something that's gonna better her life. But I want the opportunity to check a podcast day. Like I was skeptical about coming. I need to go on text and bear in mind it's how we go at like for maybe 2 weeks. It's not that we are fighting. It's just that but manage social life. Even if you can go to his bio now, if you go buy your social media, you can get things social media manager.
So Twitter ish. Sorry man. Thank you for honoring petition.
Thank you.
Ekasi podcast. Kana confidence ka go man. Wetsi make na kana tloba. So I'm sponsor influencer ka tot. O brand.
We taking confidence. How to ka yo. Why no to go le mapelwana nna ke mapelo wa itse technically ke le primary ba botse ke high school nna ne ke le sole ke ntonyana tshontsha ka dinkwatele ke le to a point a go re bitse a ke itse go tsala ba dinjike re tse bo stop ba tsa di ba nkenele ka bona for gore actually I have the power to lead e re ke nne leader ke sa nna le pelo eo ennyane ya lephoi. Let me make it my thing. The shortest skirts. Size of a belt. I was the first person to wear it, and then everyone else followed. I saw that I have influence. You understand?
Yeah.
Even if they can put shame to it. Video thing 1.6 million views. Excuse me.
So
1.6 million views.
Okay,
yes.
But go Facebook. But or YouTube.
I Actually, I know it's not gonna pay me, but I'm gonna get paying kicks from it.
Okay.
But when I work, you can boost
No.
them.
Yeah.
It was
If you
not
talk
yet
about 1.6.
monetized.
Yes.
But Facebook kana ke bone ka ga patela for such things.
Yes,
Yeah,
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 Facebook
yeah.
promote.
Can't do some monetizing.
No monetize.
Monetize and
What are you
about
waiting
the
for?
account.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Followers. Mara no, he got 7K followers.
7K.
After how many months? I got my new phone car, August.
Mm.
So now it's like May.
Okay.
I got 7K
No
followers.
influence.
Go TikTok, I got 8K followers now.
Okay.
Yeah, in
Wait
the course
till-
of 6 to 7 months.
I'm sorry for disturbing you. Wait till there's this quote there, Charles Darwin. I
Okay.
feel like you bring this quote into reality.
Yeah,
It
okay.
says, it is not the strongest that survive or the most intelligent that survive, but the ones most responsive to change. Like, I feel like you've learned to adapt the situations in order to change.
Yeah.
Babo, you always think, okay, ke kry-a se mo plateng vandag, I have to do this.
Yes.
The following day, ke kry-a di-ding, and then I have to change. Like, I feel like you respond to change and you respond in the most advantageous way. Like this one,
Yes, because change makes us.
Change
You can't
makes us.
stick to the old ways of doing things because you're gonna be stuck in the past.
And I salute.
And you're not gonna evolve.
Yeah.
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 Now kuna wa MC. Kuna wa bottle girl.
Yeah.
Kuna wa di red bed. They can't look at the stage. They're gonna be
Yeah. And I picked up you saying, "Oh, yes, or bottle girl, but this is not forever."
No, it's
So-
a 2025 microphone.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking of handing over the ropes, but I want people to know the negative and the positive.
you want to create platform right.
I'm a manager. At this
Yeah.
point, I'm thinking of managing bottle girls and
Salute.
giving them like
Salute.
background, safety.
Yeah.
So you know when they go to work, they have this
Yeah.
sorted. By you talk about behavior because I've been exposed to this life.
Mm.
I keep actually like the said. I like you never blind is by you don't think that exciting. You don't boost it more. You get children. You say to say happy because you might get.
Okay. So
Danger.
okay, when it comes to the business, do you feel like there's something that the government should do to maybe support the industry, or a sharp if looked at one, a grantee, or do you feel
Government
like
greedy.
Yeah.
So I think let's just stay away from government.
a sharp if looked at one?
Yes, I think I like the concept of it being independent.
Yeah.
Because government, there's always corruption
Yeah,
involved.
yeah.
So highly go establishment, think corruption ya motho mo berekela.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm.
Hence I'm saying, a re sa berekela monga establishment, re berekele motho na experience.
Yeah.
A ke ba bitse banyana bao, ke ba grooming.
Mm.
Because I've been there before. Let me groom them to know where they are going. O sa kena go bottle geleng, o ipoleletse go o tlo kopana le magotsomela. A tlo go tsomela. Ke ipone le go fitla se ba o latlhile go info B.
Yeah.
O sa itse fitlile ya. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I want.
I wanna thank you.
Thank you
you
so
a
much
lot
for
for
having me.
coming to the
And
show.
you
Ladies and
get
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, Ekasi Untold Stories. But before we close it, there's one question from
Okay.
the audience. Ask Kisi.
Okay,
Question.
if you may ask me, are
Yeah.
there bottle guys? Because hey, I'm very
Oh,
much interested.
hey, that's a good question.
I have a six pack.
That's a good question. Let me just Pavela repeat the question. Pavela repeat the question. It's a good question. So from the audience, there's this question. So gonna the bottle guys, cause audience there na le six pack man.
Oh.
So
Go depend on my eventing. It is sometimes the event in a criteria.
yeah,
Like sometimes about Kisabo, Ace of Spade. Ace of Spade comes in a case, okay?
okay.
And the case never cook a case.
Mm.
I won't carry the whole case of Ace. So that's done by guys. But you don't do that only. We don't know wait.
Mm-hmm.
And wait I patela because 10% of the bill goes to you.
Mm.
If Billy Aboneki 10,000,
Okay.
if yes, if you have 3 tables now, 3K,
Mm.
excluding the hard cash, it's
Mm.
all funds on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as bottle guys or bottle men, how do you how do we put a name on it? Is it bottle guys?
I just think it's
bottle men,
waiters, man. It's waiters.
waiters.
Yeah, you just take the case of thingy. Where's my phone?
Mm.
Can you please pass my phone?
Okay.
I just want to show you a clip
Okay.
of what
Okay.
they do,
Yeah.
so you can see.
Okay.
It's not hectic, man.
Mm.
Just take the case from wherever to where it's going, and then that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Nkgopotse moshimane mo motlhade ba re that's it. Okay. So bafethu will understand now important girls. Are sa batsa jaaka bo magosha. Ke our sisters ba sa mempilo bafethu. So a re tsong go taba go batsa jaaka bo magosha, re betsa jaaka our sisters ba asilang ba batla supporta bana ba bone ba batla supporta di families tsa bone.
Yeah.
So yeah, sister khona re lebogile ka go tlo re fa clarification so batho ba khona understand gore di bottle girls ntle ke bo mama etsang Spanish sa bone ke eng.
Yeah.
You see, here are bottle guys.
And can you please send me that clip? We just want to show people who are the bottle guys who are going. We're also gonna play a clip. The bottle girls.
You see,
the one
here's
of
the
yeah,
case.
Yeah. And I can see that. Okay.
Exactly, that's just it.
Okay.
That's basically it. And then
Okay.
can you show you the
Yeah.
plate?
The bill. Wow.
Outside 20K.
Yeah, I know the plate.
Rapo go fitile figures. Ke di figures man.
Right.
So mo 20K we what? 20K. Ke shebana le akon.
Or batlo bona gore shebane le nna.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
You can check the name there on the plate.
Yeah.
Akona
And
man.
10% of that is yours.
It's not mine. It's going to whoever that's buying. I was in the section. I was chilling.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Before we go. Akona go be honest. Oka tita e broke.
At the moment.
Yo. Why not? Why not?
I've dated a broke guy. Havana pilo.
Explain.
Explain.
Aitebala.
Comfort zone, like banana mo comfort zone.
Explain by Teva, like can
Explain
you
that
clarify
part.
that, please?
Yeah.
So you can stay limoto broke for the longest time.
Yeah.
Umufepe, umelete everything. Thinking ube thoughtful towards any. Hapopa kujikela. It happens. I'm not saying it happens regularly, but they forget where they come from. So nje, for me personally, I've dated a broke guy and I'm not against it, but I wouldn't do it again.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Fair enough. No, fair enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, Akona, the brand. Hey, yo, yeah, ne, hi, ne. And thank you for coming to the show. Ekasi Untold Stories, real legend, real stories. Ekasi born. Alewoha for you coming to the show. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Akona re lebogile.
Oh.
Le go honor invitation a rona re lebogile thata.
Yeah.
And dio tse di buleng, I hope our viewers and listeners ba utlwa what is bottle can. But all the speculations.
Yeah.
So re lebogile from Ekasi podcast. Re lebogile go menagane show. This is your co-host Bafetu. Te komo naisa. #adibache.